Pepco is the power company that's having trouble on the East Coast. There was a storm, knocked out power for a lot of people. Well, Pepco hasn't been able to get it up for a long time, and finally they say that they have 90% of the power back up for the homes that they are covering. So at this late juncture, it's still not even 100%, and that took forever. So there's been complaints, of course, throughout this entire time. Well, you might think, well, okay, Pepco is obviously not being run well, so they probably don't get compensated that well. They're being inefficient, etc. At this late juncture, you all know that's not how it works. They get compensated no matter what. So let me give you the depressing stats. First of all, they have made between 2008 and 2010 $882 million in profits. So they're not lacking for profits. Now, could they take some of that and reinvest it to have a system that works a little bit better so that if you lose your power, they can get back up a little quicker? Well, that you'd have to invest in the infrastructure within the company, and then the executives couldn't take out as much money from the company as we're about to show you. Well, something that helps them is they don't pay any taxes. Now, wait a minute. Are they supposed to? Yeah, they're a private company. Of course they're supposed to pay taxes. But over the last decade, they have not paid any federal taxes. Why? Oh, we got subsidy X, we got subsidy Y, and look at that, what a terrific deal it works out for them. In fact, let me give you a more specific number. Just from 2008 to 2010, they got $817 million in tax refunds. They didn't pay us, the taxpayers. They got money from us, the taxpayers, to turn their $800 million profit. It said, by the way, if you look at it, if you got $817 million in tax refunds and you made $882 million in profits, gee, what kind of a great company are you running here? Maybe your tax refunds are a huge part of the money that you're making, which is nice for you, I guess, not so nice for us. In fact, over the last 4 years, they have had a negative corporate tax rate of 39.5%. Isn't that amazing? The corporate tax rate is supposed to be 35%. That's positive 35. They're at negative 39.5% over the last 4 years. Okay, so where's all that money going? Because apparently it isn't going to run an efficient place where if your power gets knocked out, you can get it back up. Do you have any idea how hard it is to go without power for a whole week? For those of you who haven't done it, yeah, that's pretty devastating, okay? Well, here's who's not going to suffer for it. Their CEO and their top executives. Pepco CEO Joe Rigby, in that same 2008 to 2010 period, made $8.8 million because he runs such a good ship. Now, I know that this problem happened in 2012, and that was back in 2008 and 2010, but again, the issue here is twofold. One is, I don't know why you're getting a negative 39% tax rate. That's insanity. I'm tired of subsidizing these things. You know, the conservatives say, oh, green energy, etc., don't subsidize those. And the liberals say, oh my God, the oil companies, what the hell are we doing subsidizing them? Look, I'm not sure I want to subsidize any of it, okay? Can you make a profit? Great, then do a business. If you can't, then you got different issues. Now, I understand that in alternative energies, sometimes to get them going, you need to do an initial investment so that they can get up off the ground. But then we got to stop it at some point. Well, because if you can't get profitable in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, there's some chance you're never going to become profitable, and I don't want to keep paying taxpayer money to go after that. And power companies, Jesus, how long have you been around? What the hell you need a subsidy for? Can you run the business or you can't run the business? And apparently you can't run it. And that brings us to problem number 2. It turns out Rigby has stock in this company, so he'd rather pay it out in dividends so that he gets that money. He'd rather take it out in salary and he gets that money than actually invest it in making sure the company runs right. Because if it doesn't run right, that's your problem, not his problem. He already took the money out. In fact, their top executives in that same 2008 to 2010 period took home $22 million. They get paid no matter what, man. And you have to go without power for a week, that's your problem. You have to give them money to screw it up through tax subsidies, that's your problem. It's not Joe Rigby's problem. Look, if you run the company without tax subsidies and then you have a bit of an issue, no problem, that's capitalism. Because then, you know, we can have a choice and we can switch to another company and, you know, you make money in the old days, then you lose money or maybe you lose your job, that would be normal. But this isn't normal. This is crony capitalism, where they make money because of the tax subsidies we gave them. And then if you're living in that area, what choice do you have? You have very little choice, right? And then their CEOs get paid no matter what, even if they don't have a good service. That's not what capitalism's supposed to be.